This is the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI Studios in Toronto, Canada.
Hey Toronto, this is Ed Sheeran.
This is Kelly Clarkson.
Hi, this is Bryan Adams.
This is Adele.
This is Madonna.
It's Michael Bublé, and you're listening to the Pooja and Gurdeep Show. It's fun. They're amazing.
Everyone says artificial intelligence is scary, and I agree because, you know, it's moving so rapidly, the technology, it's taking over all sorts of industries. However, sometimes artificial intelligence just goes too far and does dumb things. Someone decided to use artificial intelligence, to use artists that we all know and love and have them fall downstairs as they're singing songs that we know and love. It only makes sense that we would have fun with it and turn it into a game.
All right.
So producer Steph and Gurdeep, you're going to face off against one another. We are going to play you the artist that we know and love falling downstairs singing a song, and you have to tell us who it is.
Okay.
We're going to go back and forth.
I need to hear what this sounds like to properly understand this.
Okay, and you play along at home as well or in the car. Okay, here we go. Here's the first one.
Oh!
Whoa! Is that James Brown?
Good guess, but no.
Oh.
That is David Lee Roth from Van
Oh,
Halen.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Maybe if we heard like jump or something in there,
Right.
that would have helped. I'm not sure. Okay.
Okay, Steph,
all right,
you're up.
Steph, it's
Okay.
your turn. Here we go.
Lord have mercy.
Is that Elvis?
Yes. Yes.
That's good.
What gave it away? The Lord have
Lord have
mercy.
mercy.
Okay, next one starting with you, Gurdeep.
Okay.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Is that Prince?
Good guess, but that's not it.
I don't know who that is. It was Prince was a good guess.
Is it James Brown?
No, that's Freddie Mercury.
Oh, okay.
Okay, here we go.
That's
Michael! So good.
That's a layup.
Michael Jackson.
So
yeah.
good.
That's the best one.
You got some hee-hees. You got all of that in there. Okay. Here we go. Back to you, Gurdeep. You're getting the tough ones. Okay. Here we go.
Steven Tyler.
Yes, that's so good too.
It was
I love
the-
it. Yeah.
That gave it to me.
You're waiting for him to start singing crying or something.
Yeah, that's what it actually sounded like the beginning of the song. Okay. Back to you, Steph. Here we go.
Oh, come on.
What?
Oh, I know that one.
What? Hold on, wait. No, I don't know who it is.
What?
Can I take it?
Yeah.
Take it away, Gurdeep.
Tom Petty?
Yes.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
Free Falling.
Oh my God, even put the word in there.
Yeah, I'm falling.
Okay, last one.
Last one. This one's for
Me?
you, Gurdeep.
Okay. Oh, that could be a few people, but
I
I'm going
know
to go
it.
Christina Aguilera.
No, it's Wendy. Yes. There's all those sounds like, woo.
Yeah, celebrities really got to be a lot more careful at the top of the stairs.
They really do. They really do. You've gone too far, AI.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
It's Stockings Day. And if
Whoa.
you ever...
They have a day?
Yeah. If you've
Seems-
ever experienced stockings, you know they can be a little annoying sometimes.
Well, a little annoying, dangerous. I feel like they shouldn't have a day for this stalking day. Like, it's not
Dangerous?
healthy to... Yeah, I mean, look, Baby Reindeer, I get it. It's a big show. But we should not be promoting stalking.
No. Not stalking like Baby Reindeer style stalking. Stockings, like nylon stockings.
Okay, well, those just aren't that interesting. So we're going to go stalking. Have you guys
How do
seen
you know?
Baby Reindeer?
Have you ever tried on a pair?
Listen, what I do on my own time, none of your business.
Obviously, it's dangerous on your own time.
Maybe if we hung out outside of work, you'd get to know the stalking side of me.
You could borrow Pooja's.
Baby Reindeer, this show is all about, and we'll not give anything away if you maybe are midway through it or you haven't started. It is the #1 show on Netflix worldwide right now. It is allegedly a true story about a bartender who starts getting stalked by one of his patrons because he shows her a little kindness.
Yes, and so just to be clear, we're not celebrating stalking in that way.
No, we're just
on this
discussing
day.
it.
We're just now talking about it because Gurdeep doesn't want to share about wearing actual stockings.
Yeah.
Got it. Fine.
You and Bossman Blair both told me to start watching the show. Producer Steph started watching it. I was the last one to the party on this one, and I finished it in 2 days. I've now gone down the rabbit hole and watched, because this, without giving anything away, this controversy as to like how much of the show is true and were characters accurately portrayed because it's allegedly a true story. So the people it was actually based on are now going on like Piers Morgan and talk shows, and everyone's trying to tell their story and perhaps monetize it. And I am so far down the rabbit hole now. You guys have created a monster. I'm listening to podcasts on it.
That's what's starting to happen is that if you're going to watch this, know that you have to also dedicate another 2 or 3 days just to Googling stuff.
Yeah, because the show goes by
afterwards.
quick. It's 7 episodes, 30 minutes each. Like you can finish this in a day or two. But there's so much unpacking to do.
Yes. And, even when we're supposed to be talking about nylon stockings, we're still talking about baby reindeer.
No, it's the stocking that lurks outside your window.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI.
Have you ever been to a sound bath meditation class?
No, I've seen it on YouTube. I've seen it on like reality shows. It looks really relaxing.
Yeah, I did one at this fancy new gym that just opened up close to where I live. And man, oh man, I didn't know what I was in for. I'm like, is this really for me? It was like a Sunday wind down kind of thing. Man, I was out. Like
Really?
Yeah, you lay down, you put a blanket on, you get an eye mask on, and the sound bath, like it's an instrument like this bowl, and they rub this like thing around it. And
You did a lot of research before you went, clearly.
Yeah, it's a bowl. They rub a thing. It almost looks like a mortar and pestle, but bigger.
Yes. The
And
point is, you didn't need to do research. You just went there to relax.
you go there
and
to
it worked.
relax, and it like vibrates all the fluid in your body, and it just relaxes you, and you pass out. Like I fell asleep in there. It was great. And the woman who's running the class, I didn't catch her name, but her voice was so soothing. Like she just started talking, like breathe in, breathe
yes.
out.
Yes.
And I'm like, you could say anything, and I would do it right now. Like basically, I was hypnotized.
So wait, you teased this with this sort of taught you something about maybe your future partner, that you want to do sound baths with them?
Well, no, it's just if I met someone who sounded like that, I would do whatever they wanted. They'd be like, propose to me, stop being a commitment phobe, get down on one knee. I'd be like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever you say.
See, that's
just
how
keep
it's-
talking in that voice.
That's how it starts, and then it turns into wash the dishes, pick up after yourself. Oh, really? You didn't put the toilet seat down? See, that's what it turns into
As
over
long
time.
as she does it in that voice, I'd have a hard time relenting.
So what you're saying is that on a go forward, when you're looking for future partner, you're going to actually listen to the sound of their voice because it matters to you.
Listen,
what they sound like.
On my list of things I look for, my green flags, nice voice was never on there, and I think it's being added to the list. And I actually remember a few years ago, I went on a date with someone who we connected online, I think through like Instagram or Facebook, whatever, I don't remember, but we were chatting for so long, and I'm like, man, I feel really connected to this person. We're messaging paragraphs for weeks, and then we finally met. We'd never talked to the phone, which is probably my fault, and then we met up in person to go to a show. And then it's a show, so you're not talking much, but she was a show talker, and
no.
like in the show, she's like, I'm having a really good time. Can you pass the popcorn? And I'm like, am I dating Gilbert Gottfried? And I couldn't, there was no second date because she was lovely, but I couldn't get past the voice.
Yeah, because that would be, you would have to hear that about the dishes and about all the things.
Yeah.
Propose to me right now.
It just didn't work.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
This is the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
Do you like a sweet or a salty pickle?
Salty.
Salty? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I like both.
I think you like a spicy pickle.
I love a spicy pickle. Lots of places to go with pickles. Why don't we haven't done this in a while. Let's do it.
It's time for a pun-off.
Pickle pun-off.
Okay, well, I love International Pickle Day. It's too bad we're not a Vlasic rock station. We could play some Bob Dylan.
Oh!
Dylan.
You doubled down. Yeah, I got it the first time.
Okay, sorry.
Pooj, you may not know this, but cucumbers really don't like becoming pickles. It's a jarring experience.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. Jarring.
Jarring. I got it. Thank you.
Jarring.
If you were eating a pickle during Can't Be Gurdeep, after a win, you could relish in the moment and tell everyone you're a briniac.
Yours are really good because you tied them into the show.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Pickles, like this segment, are totally underrated. They're kind of a big deal.
Oh, big deal.
Big deal.
I got it.
Yeah.
I watched a documentary on how pickles are made. It was jarring.
All right.
I know.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
We kinda think
There's
the
only-
same.
There's only so many pickle puns. I really wish there were more people here at the studio, but it seems like a lot of you are still gherkin from home.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
You guys have been listening to the show. You know that I've been trying to get Pooja to hang out with me outside of work. We see each other 5 days a week, and it's nice, but I want to take this to the next level and spend some time with you, I don't know, in your backyard, in your pool.
What you're trying to say is hang out more. We do hang out, but we just need to hang out more, in your opinion.
I want to hang out with you when we're not getting paid to hang out. I'm talking Friday, Saturday night. We fire up that pizza oven in your backyard I know you've got. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What do you think?
And what I'm saying is I like hanging out with you. You're great. I hang out with you Monday through Friday for 4 hours on this show, and it's wonderful. And I don't want to mess up a good thing. I'm very protective of our friendship. It's not that I don't like hanging out with you. I'm just worried that you're going to get sick and tired of me. And then, I don't know, what if the friendship breaks down because of something we did outside of work?
I hear what you're saying, but I also want to completely ignore it. I want to take this friendship off the clock, if you know what I'm saying. I think we need some help here because we're sort of at odds. We've got Canada's Got Talent judge, Kardinal Offishall, friend of the show. Cardi, you've heard our positions. What do you think?
I understand both sides of what you guys are saying. Here's the reality. Some people are good in specific situations and within a specific type of context. Like, within the pillars of work, sometimes things are amazing. But then sometimes outside of work, you go to somebody's house and you're like, oh my God, outside of work, you're actually a slob with no regard for anything. Okay, cool. It's tough because it really does depend. And it's so interesting. Like, I've gotten to meet a lot of people that I looked up to, different heroes and so forth. And a handful of them have definitely become friends. But yeah, sometimes, honestly, sometimes you really just want to leave things work-related and just leave it at that. Because trust me, you start to hang out with people too much in several different environments, and all of a sudden you get back to work and all you can think about is how they double dipped when you guys were at that barbecue.
Cardi, you said you see both sides, yet I think you proceeded to only sort of stuff the basket on Pooja's side. What about the benefits that could come out of two compatible people taking their friendship to another level in a totally platonic way?
This is also absolutely true, but okay, put it this way, and this is a real thing that happened. I was with a very, very dear friend the other day, and, same thing, platonic relationship. Then she said we said something about ice cream, and she's like, don't you remember? I hate ice cream. And I literally looked at her like, how did I even become friends with you? So there are those things that happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, one of my closest friends, same like you guys. And she reminded me, she's like, yeah, I hate ice cream. And I was like, ugh. Like, I really...
We shouldn't be friends.
Beware of those things that can and will happen.
Okay, and I am curious now. Do you hang out with any of the other fellow judges on Canada's Got Talent outside of working together?
So Lily and Howie are like, just like super Hollywood. So maybe like if I... times like when I do go to California, like there's been times where we definitely did hang out outside of CGT. I would say I find myself hanging more with Trish only because we literally have a similar family setup to where, her kids are the same age as my kids. So like, we were together chilling out at Cirque du Soleil last week. I think it's just because we are still Toronto kids. We have the similar lifestyle, and, Howie and Lily have a very similar lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like Howie goes to all the YouTube parties and sings to that. I'm joking.
And only the red M&Ms and, all of that. We got it.
Listen, it sounds like you and Trish becoming friends outside of CGT has really brought a lot of benefit to both your lives, and I think it was the right decision.
Oh, gosh, here we go.
Pooch, there's a lesson to be learned here, Pooch. There's a lesson to be learned from Cardi and Trish.
Oh, thank you for the advice.
Listen, shout out to my work wife, Trish.
Thanks for listening to the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
Listen to Pooja and Gurdeep live weekday mornings from 5 to 9.
Only on 98.1 CHFI.
Toronto's perfect music mix.